Hey guys, it's Lauren. I am here today to show you some of my techniques for blowing out your own hair. So I'm going to start with a Neuma smoothing cream on wet hair and apply it through my mid-lengths and ends. I'm going to follow with Biolage raw texturizing spray to give me a little lift at the root when I'm blow drying. What you'll see is I started with a section at the nape, and the size of the section is no bigger than the diameter of the brush. That's important. We always say divide and conquer. Can't do it all in one huge piece. Also notice the size of my brush is a medium size. This gives me a good amount of control so it's not too big and also not too small at the same time. What I want you to make note of is when I blow dry, focus on blow drying the scalp area first. That is usually the area that has the least amount of damage, so is the most water retaining part of my hair. And as you can see, as I get down to the ends of the hair are pretty much already dry anyways. What you don't want to do is make a pass from scalp to ends, scalp to ends, scalp to ends, because then what happens is your scalp is usually still wet and then your ends are over dried and frizzy and broken. So we like to look at it as the ABCs of blow drying. First, start with the scalp area, follow with the mid-lengths. Once the mid-lengths are dry, then move on to the ends. And you can see I'm repeating this pattern all throughout my head. Scalp first, blow dry the scalp, mid-lengths, mid-lengths, and then the ends. What I also want you to make note of is on my blow dryer I have the concentrator nozzle attachment, and pay specific close attention to the direction that I'm blow drying. I'm blow drying in the direction that the hair lays. I'm not blowing, for example, with my hair upside down, because then that's blow drying the opposite way that the hair lays. And what that will do will create a lot of frizz. So by doing this, it will keep the hair from getting frizzy and it'll actually stay smooth, which is great. The other thing I want you to notice is when I get down towards the ends, usually what I like to do is kind of round out the brush at the bottom and take the blow dryer away, and this will help to retain its form, especially if you are rounding out the ends of the hair. You can see right here, rounding out the ends. The other thing I would like to make note of is that if you are trying to get some volume in your hair when you are working at the scalp, really make that conscientious effort to lift the hair the opposite direction of what it lays. Now you're still blow drying it in the same direction that it lays, but when you are at the scalp, really making that effort to over direct and lift the hair, and you can really see that that's important here at the top of the crown. I hope these tips are helping you guys out and that you are a little bit more successful with your blowouts on yourself. What will happen if you are good at doing this will eliminate that need for a second source of heat like a flat iron per se. So if you can do everything you got to do with one heat tool, better for your hair, better for the integrity of the hair so that it stays nice and healthy and shiny. So to finish, I'm using NeuRepair Argan oil to help smooth out any frizz through the ends. I'm also using a little bit of Neuma medium hairspray to give it a little bit of direction. And I'm finishing with NeuStyling clay, and this helps to get rid of some of those frizzies up at the top, but what you really want to make note of is that you emulsify it well in your hands so the product actually dissipates. Smooth through, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching, you guys.